Here's an update on a project we're working on for a California customer from BugEyeGuy.com. We've got new rocker panels in place and the wheel wells are all patched there, which is actually looking great. Now there's a question of how far to go. Here we've got a common problem. These noses get hit in the front and then they crack right in this area here, and to relieve some of that stress. So you get a flaring out, which often gets carried down into the lower portion of the front fender here. So that's something that could be reinforced and welded right in here to repair, and then the final skim coat would go over it and sanding when the car is ready to be painted. We've got another common issue, which is an antenna hole here. We would traditionally just weld a patch underneath. Then we've got a new A-pillar patch here, that's complete, new rockers as I said. And if we come around the lift, you'll see this one has also blisters right here. And this whole area presumably would be cut out and a patch made and welded into there. You can kind of see how that is going to extend into a little bit of this area here. So that's one other area. Now here's the new rear fender bottom. That's all been welded in place, so that was all pretty much rusted away. New patch panel has been welded in, and then again a light skim coat will fill that in and get sanded prior to paint. We've got some old Bondo work here in the license plate area. That needs to be smoothed out eventually. And a little bit of an issue there in the center underneath, right in the center of your screen. That needs a repair. And then we've got another fender patch here. This is right there. It's been primed, so you can see how that new piece is welded in. That's a new fender bottom. Again, waiting for a skim coat to be painted. We've got dogleg issues here that will need to be, I would say, welded, cut out and welded. And then nose issue here. This is common on both sides, you'll see this. So that would be another patch that would get cut out. And here's more of that cracking on the front, which would also be a result of getting tapped in the front. And you can see right in the center of your screen is probably where the dent was knocked out, the dent that cracked the nose, and only part of it had been repaired by prior owners. So we've got on both sides little rust area in the bottom of the nose, crack in the 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock on the wheel arch, and then repair in the dog leg right there. On this passenger side, we have an additional challenge of this door latch. And there's been, I think, a hit here. So this whole area is probably filled in with putty. You can see there's right in the middle of your screen there's a little flare outward, but it's subtle. And we were a little worried that when we go to repair this here, that it may grow. This area may start to crack once we weld in this zone. But this is loose because there's been an old Bondo repair inside this door area, and we can try to weld this back in and contain the repair and make it as simple as possible. So that's what remains to be done to this body. The floors are all new there. Also on that side only, actually, we had the outer floor that was repaired. The inner sills are patched. You can see that in the middle of your screen now. All along there, those are new sheet metal pieces. The rockers are on, and this car is really nice and solid now for many years to come. Let me show you one more thing. That part of that repair to that door jamb is, you can see right in the middle of your screen there is a kind of a crack there, which must have been broken when that fender got dented. So that's probably going to be fine and covered by the panel kit, but when we go to fix the door latch, that might need a few additional welds to hold it together. And you can see more floor repair, and then in the footwell that's been patched, that inner sill area. So we're getting this car ready once again with a nice solid foundation at bugeyguy.com.